Hello, my name is Cersei Gonzalez and I'm a digital learning specialist here at CFBISD. Welcome to Tech in 10. Today we're going to be discussing the whiteboard features in our Flex11 software. Let's get started. Alright, here at the bottom I've already got my Flex11 software opened, and to access the whiteboard features you're going to click on that menu option on the bottom right. So the first thing you want to notice how to get back to that regular document camera. If you click on this return arrow here in the top left corner, it'll take you right back to that screen. Now notice that the document camera is actually still live here in the top right corner, and I'm going to swing my hand under the camera really quick so you can see that it is live, and right now I've got it pointing at a page in one of my books. Alright, so on the left hand side we see our toolbar menu. And if you'd rather have this on the right hand side, you can just click on this arrow right here to shift it over to the right. The second option on this menu toolbar is the move tool. Now if you've got a touchscreen on your laptop, or if you're using a touchscreen panel in the classroom, you can use two fingers, and when you touch the screen, it will move the screen up and down, up and down. The next option is this freehand pen. When you first click on it, you are going to see some standard colors, but if you prefer to change it to a different color, you can actually click on this color palette pen down here, and then you can move this toolbar up here, move the little dot here, and change how thick and how transparent your pen is. So I'm going to click back on the color palette, and now I can start drawing. So I'm going to use my finger, and I'm going to write Go CFB. So notice if I want to move the canvas up and down, remember I can use two fingers, and when I touch and drag I can move that canvas so I can continuously keep writing if I want to. Alright, the next tool is going to be the highlighter tool. So just like our pen, you can click and see some of the standardized colors. If you want to change the color, again click on this color palette down here, shift the bar here, the transparency and the thickness, and you can make those changes there. I'm going to click back on the highlighter tool, and now I'm going to try to highlight the text that I just wrote, Go CFB. So that is the highlighting tool. The next tool that you can use is called this text box tool, or the text tool, and the handwriting tool. So first you may see this little letter A icon. Once you click on that tool, you can click on your screen and then just start typing. So I'm going to type Go CFB, and then I'm going to click outside, and it will resize it. So I'm using two fingers on the screen, and this is how I'm kind of shifting around my text. So that you can actually click on this feather icon, and this is a handwriting tool. So again, if you've got a stylus or you want to use your finger to write, it will try to recognize what you wrote by hand and turn it into text. And then I can try that again. A nice definite space. Let's see if it catches it this time. Alright, success! This can also be resized by using that pinching tool with two fingers, so now I can even put it right here next to each other. Alright, the next tool I want to show you is this auto shape tool and auto arrow. So by clicking here and clicking on this auto shape tool, you can attempt to draw some shapes. But as long as you're pretty close, it should recognize it for you. Now, if you would like to use an arrow to kind of point, maybe you're going to talk about a vertice or a line or an angle, you can use that arrow tool. The next tool I want to show you is this clip pad tool. So when we first saw this, we weren't really sure how to use it. Some teachers were just drawing it as like a temporary underliner, temporary drawing, like let's circle this here. But we figured out if you draw it close enough, you'll actually create a shape that is completely filled in. So you can draw multiple shapes like a square or a circle. You just want to make sure that those lines really cross. And it should work for you. The next thing that I want to show you is this eraser tool. When you click the eraser tool, as long as you click and drag over a certain shape or item, it will erase for you. Or you can just click it twice and erase the entire screen. Now, if you make a mistake and you didn't mean to erase everything, remember you've got an undo button right here. The next tool is this lasso tool right here. To use a lasso tool, you can group items together, you can ungroup them, and even delete groups. So let's try to group a couple of these together. So I'm just going to group all of these shapes and arrows by dragging. And once you see those dotted lines, now you can either click and drag and manipulate them, or back here at the lasso I can even click on this X and delete them. I can undo, and remember by lassoing something together, you can also unlasso it together. So if I click the lasso tool and click this middle option, they are no longer grouped together.
Thank you for watching. In part 3, we'll discuss the desktop annotation, snapshots, sticky notes, folders, multi-users, multi-pages, and the built-in browser.